On camera in a sec. Hey guys, down in downtown Minneapolis, outside the Wells Fargo here, where a couple of water protectors are locked down to let Wells Fargo know that it's not okay to support Dakota Access Pipeline. It's not okay to continue raping Mother Earth. And as I was in Minneapolis, I saw the live stream from my friends at Unicorn Riot, so we came down to check what's going on. On the street corner here, some other people had seen the Unicorn Riot, so they'd seen the Conscious Media Collective, and they're here stood letting people know that this is not okay. Can I ask you what your name is?
Chante walking out.
Chante, and where are you from?
I'm enrolled in Crow Creek, which is downriver from Standing Rock.
Okay, cool.
So it's a concern.
Have you been up to Standing Rock yourself yet?
Yeah, we went a couple times in August before the cold and before the snow. So,
okay.
I mean, hopefully we'll be able to make it back out again soon.
Perfect. I love your...
This is a sign that our kids get at school. They go to Bedote Learning Center to immersion. So I took it and brought it with.
That's awesome.
I think it's awesome. We're teaching the children.
But why are we stood here for ourselves? Or
Oh no, for them.
for the future generations?
Oh yeah.
So if anyone's watching who has money in Wells Fargo, what would you like to say to them?
Take your money out of Wells Fargo. Not only have they manipulated their own system to take money from everybody, they're helping ruin the earth in so many ways. So, divest.
Now, I've told you guys before, this is all nations, all generations. As you can see, protect the water, foil oil, stop global warming. Can I ask you, DAPL is a bad apple. Stop the pipeline. I love that. That's amazing. What's your name, my friend?
Roger Cuthbertson,
And where are you from, Roger?
Shorewood, Minnesota, near Excelsior.
So what brought you out here today?
Why am I here?
Yeah.
I'm opposed to this pipeline. I'm opposed to, I want to go green energy, and we could do it. But this pipeline is a really bad idea. They had it originally scheduled to go north of Bismarck and Mandan, but and that's where the environmental studies were done, and that's where the permits were for. It would have gone by a refinery. It was the logical place, but the white people in Bismarck and Mandan didn't want it, so they last minute moved it to near just outside of, just upriver from the Standing Rock Reservation. And always we want to put the ugly infrastructure on or near native properties, and we just can't be doing this stuff. The natives are leading the environmental way, and we should follow their leadership and say no to this kind of madness.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for standing here today. It's not the warmest day, and it's great to see people see what's happening on the Conscious Media Collective and actually mobilize straight away and get outside the bank to support the people inside that are putting their lives and putting their freedom on the lines to stand up for what they believe in.
Thank you. Unicorn Riot is great. That's the go-to place for me as far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely, they're great guys over at Unicorn Riot. Are you happy to say anything on camera?
I'm okay.
You're okay? How about yourself? Not bad. Okay, no problem. So I'm going to wander and see if how close I can get to inside of here.
Good luck.
And see what's going on.
You.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good day.
Yeah, absolutely. As you can see, there's a myriad of different agencies out here right now. And we are inside with some more happy water protectors. Hey guys. Doing well, how are you?
Good.
Awesome. So as you can see, got some support here in the lobby inside Wells Fargo. Do you mind being on camera and saying?
That's fine. I'm not going to do interviews, but I could talk to Garrett over here.
Cool. Hey, how are you? I'm doing really well. Kevin Gilbert. We're actually just taking a break from Standing Rock and saw Unicorn Riot's live stream while we're in the hotel room up here organising, just getting well. I've actually been suffering a bit myself, so we came up here to take a break, and then we saw this was going on and thought we ought to pop down and give you guys some support. So can you tell us a little bit about what is happening here? Is that cool?
So you guys know pretty much the background on the pipeline.
Yeah.
And it's, in North Dakota. So what this action is because Wells Fargo is helping fund the pipelines, the major funder. there's 6 people who have locked themselves down to block the elevators, block the access, to demand that Wells Fargo divest from the Dakota Access Pipeline that's going to be poisoning people with Standing Rock and has already been desecrating indigenous sites, sacred sites. So right now we're all just kind of hunkered down trying to support people. And there was just a conference between a couple representatives of the people that are locked down and Wells Fargo, and so we're waiting to hear how that went.
Okay, fantastic. And one of the reasons that I've gone to Standing Rock personally and stood up is because I believe that raping Mother Earth and pulling her lifeblood out is not the right way to go forward. I think this is a time in history where we have the ability to take a new direction. We have the technology there to go with other forms of power. We also have a lot of people power right now with regards to the conscious media collective, the anti-media. So even if mainstream media doesn't put these stories out, everyone I spoke to outside was here because they'd seen something on Unicorn Riot. And immediately they've seen that, they've been able to mobilize and come here. So for anyone that's watching, what would you ask them to do to help continue to spread this message?
Well, if you're interested in participating in any future actions, you can go to actionnetwork.org.
Can someone put that in the comments, please? actionnetwork.org
/event_campaigns /NoDAPL solidarity-week-of-action.
Have you got that on so we could kind of show it? That
Yeah,
might be
sure.
easy. So that is just coming into focus. So it's going to be actionnetwork.org /event_campaigns /NoDAPL solidarity week of action. Are there other places they can go? I know there's www.dapplies.com, which is a place where John, who's a whistleblower for the oil industry, who's cost the oil industry over $1 billion so far, tells the story of what happens when oil's spilled and how they try and cover that up. What about if they're sat at home and they've got money in some of these banks like Wells Fargo? What would you advise them to
Well,
do?
certainly people that have money in Wells Fargo or U.S. Bank should pull their money out and let the bank know why. Let them know that it's because they don't want to be complicit in this sort of genocidal activity. Beyond that, there's a lot of different websites to educate yourself at, a lot of different ways to contribute resources, and just encourage people to be bold and take action to be a part of this struggle because, we have a choice to make. Do we want to have an abundance of fossil fuel for a few more years, or do we want to have water to drink? And that's really the choice that you have to make. It's, we can talk all day till we're blue in the face about all the other options that are available besides fossil fuel. But even if they weren't available, life existed on this planet long before the extractive industries. But it hasn't existed without water.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much. I'm going to wander and see how much closer I can get without getting yelled at. As you see, there's quite a few people just sat down here supporting and letting Wells Fargo know what's felt about them supporting the Dakota Access Pipeline, supporting Energy Transfer Partners. So if you are watching at home and you are with Wells Fargo, please go ahead and make sure that you pull that money out of there.
You guys can't come back here.
It's not possible to just live stream from the elevator. Can I ask you why?
They're not letting anybody back here. Anybody back here right now, so this is all taken care of.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
On this side, man.
Hi, yeah, you're not in it. I'm just.
We're just saying, you ever see Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? You look like Yukon Cornelius right now.
Well, thank you. I've been working on it since about May.
Since May?
Yeah.
Since May?
Yeah.
It's coming, so keep it.
It sure is. So as you can see, guys, there's some of the brave water protectors who decided to make it known that it's not okay to support Dakota Access Pipeline. It's not okay to rape our Mother Earth. We need to find a new way forward. And people power and moving money is what people listen to. So again, if you've got money in any of these banks supporting it, go ahead and pull it out, put it in a credit union. Go ahead and make the calls to the governor of North Dakota. Go ahead and speak to Morgan County Sheriff's Department about what you think about their policies and how they've brutalized the water protectors. Many of you will have seen on Sunday night, Monday morning, some of the atrocities that happened. About 4.5 million people watched them all over the world. And people power is changing this. That's why people are here today doing this. So, I can't get very close right now.
Can actually go into the hallway.
Yeah.
I'm gonna log off for a minute. I think Kevin will probably keep going. Let's go over to Kevin Gilbert's page.
If I didn't have that message, I would have done.
Facebook has kicked Kevin off.
Wow, Facebook just kicked me off.
That's why I'm here.
All right, that's interesting. Can you show this? Can you focus it?
Let's see.
Let's see.
Unfortunately, Facebook has stopped.
It's very unfortunate right now. Very suspiciously unfortunate.